Hi, welcome to this video. In communication science, the method of experimentation is often used. That means we need to randomize the conditions in our questionnaires to make sure the participants are exposed to one condition or sometimes more conditions depending on your design by chance. In this video, I will demonstrate how to set up and randomize a between subjects factorial experiment on Qualtrics. To be more concrete, in this video, I will use a fictitious research question. This research question asks, to what extent do different weathers described in texts influence people's intention to eat an ice cream? And is this relationship moderated by the implementation of pictures depicting different weathers? The independent variable has two levels, hot and cold. The moderator also has two levels, with a picture or without. The dependent variable will be measured using a single item question. Participants will be asked to indicate the degree to which they agree or disagree with the following statements. If I have an ice cream right now, I would eat it. With all this information in mind, we can start to get our hands dirty. After logging in, we first start with creating a new project. We click on Survey, Get Started. To give it a name, we can call it Ice Cream Study 1. And we will create a blank survey project. The goal of this video is just to explain how to randomize conditions for an experiment. The formal issues, such as informed consent, privacy of the participants, are out of the scope of this video. Now we are looking at an empty survey. What I want to say before we do anything in this survey is that we should always give a meaningful name for the blocks and questions. So never leave the question name as Q1 and Q2 and so on. That will be very messy when you actually start to analyze the data later on. So in the first block, we will call it stimulus materials. And in the first block, we are gonna put 4 different conditions in this block because we have a 2x2 design. Additionally, we will need another block, which is the measurement for the dependent variable. We call it ice cream. Actually, the easiest thing to do right now is to just implement the ice cream question. Click on multiple choice because we are going to use a Likert scale. Yeah, we're going to use a 7-point Likert scale, and it's going to be horizontal. I'm also going to change the question name. I'm going to call it intention. So as I just mentioned, the question will be, the statement will be, if I have an ice cream right now, I would eat it. And we can use the suggested choices from this three to agree. But like I said, I want it to be a 7-point Likert scale, so I will increase the number of choices. Okay, now is the exciting part. We are gonna implement the stimulus materials. So the 4 conditions in this experiment is hot weather with a picture, hot weather without a picture, cold weather with a picture, and cold weather without a picture. Since I'm not gonna ask any questions in this block, so I will delete this one first. And I will add another question. Add new question and will be text or graphic. I will need such a question 4 times actually, because we have 4 conditions. The first will be hot weather, picture, hot weather, no picture, cold weather, picture, cold weather, no picture. And we can directly go to rich content editor because I'm gonna add a picture later on, so it's the most convenient to just go to there directly. Imagine you are on a hot and sunny day. And I will click on this small graphic icon to insert graphic. I have already uploaded the pictures, so I will click this. And now you see the picture is too big to load. I'm gonna change the size of it. Double click. 300 would actually be good enough. And I want it to be displayed in the next line. Yeah, so this will be our first condition, the hot condition with a picture. And the second condition is hot without a picture. So it's simply just one sentence we just tapped. I'll simply just copy paste it here. And a code picture condition, I will go directly to rich content editor. I will say, imagine you are on a cold and snowy day. I will add another picture. Again, it's too big. Double click and change the size to around 300. And next one, imagine you are on cold and snow day. Now we have all 4 conditions ready. We need to randomize them. What we are gonna do is to click on the block, not on a specific question, but on the block as a whole. You see on the left-hand side, you have a question randomization under the section of block behavior. We click on this and we say present only one of total questions because we have a between subjects design. We only want to show our participants one condition. So we click on save. You see this little randomization icon attached with this block. That means we actually did the randomization thing here. We can go to preview. Now we are at the survey preview. We can check by ourselves if the randomization works. Now we are exposed to the condition of cold weather without a picture. We can try to start the survey again. Now we are in a condition of cold weather with a picture. We restart the survey again. Still in this cold weather with a picture condition. Now cold weather without a picture. If we restart enough times, we will be able to see all 4 conditions. Because it's all randomized, we cannot predict which condition we're gonna see in the next round. But now it seems like the randomization works perfectly. This way of setting up an experiment has some restrictions. First, your manipulation must be completed within the space of one question. If you have a more complex design, say a piece of text and a music file, this randomization method wouldn't work. Second, if you have unequal numbers of questions in different conditions, you will have to apply skip logic to some questions that don't apply to certain conditions. Despite the restrictions, For a simple design, this randomization method would suffice. In the next video, I will demonstrate how to export Qualtrics data with viewing order for randomized survey, and how to generate condition variables using the dataset we obtain directly from Qualtrics. Other more flexible randomization methods will be introduced in future videos.